people, it's me Anya. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. I feel like the title of this video is pretty self-explanatory, so let's just get started. The first book on this list is called Somebody Told Me. This book is YA contemporary and follows a young bigender teen who's looking for a fresh start after getting assaulted, so they're moving into a new town with their uncle and aunt. I thought this book was well done. It was really good. And first of all, there's a big trigger warning for sexual assault, so please be wary before you go into this book, because I do not want anybody to be triggered by that before reading this book. So anyway, with that said, this book was really good. I thought it was really well done. I think that this is the first book that I've ever read with a bigender protagonist, and I just really enjoyed seeing that representation and seeing like their perspective and seeing their story. You know what I mean? Like their voice felt so like three-dimensional, and it really made for like a well-developed character. You know what I mean? And the plot of the story is so intriguing, and the setting is so intriguing, and overall this book is so well done. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Ramona Blue, written by Julie Murphy. This story is YA contemporary, and it follows a young sapphic girl who's juggling so many things at once. A flaky mom, a pregnant sister, the return of a childhood best friend who's making her question her sexuality, multiple jobs, etc., etc. This book is absolutely so good. It's so wholesome and wonderful and lovely. Personally, I think that Ramona Blue is Julie Murphy's best book. I know that she's more known for her Dumpling series, but I think this book is so good and it deserves so much more hype and so much more. I just really enjoyed it, and one of my favorite elements of this story is that Ramona Blue's sexuality is never named. Like it's never actually like labeled, and I think that having an unlabeled sexuality is very important and timely. You know what I mean? Because like with sexuality, since it is so fluid, like it doesn't have to fit into like the ordinary box or label that everybody else is already familiar with. You know what I mean? So anyway, with that said, I thought this book was so good. It's so wholesome and emotionally touching, and it's absolutely so wonderful, and it deserves so much more hype, and it deserves just as much hype as Julie Murphy's other books. So with that, I would highly recommend this book. The next book on this list is called When We Were Magic. This story is YA fantasy contemporary, and it follows a young sapphic witch, and after her magic goes awry, she accidentally kills somebody. This book is really good, and it was so unexpectedly really good. Like I had really low expectations before going into this book, and honestly I don't really remember why, but at any rate, this book is so good. I really enjoyed the plot, the sapphic romance, the characterization, the setting, the world building, the magic. Like this story is so well done. It's just so cool and it's just so unique. I'm really excited to see what this author has next. You know what I mean? Because I will gladly read more books by them, because this book was so good. This book is so underrated, and for what? Because it's absolutely so good. It's a nice, solid, sapphic YA fantasy contemporary starring witches, and I just really enjoyed like the friendship and the camaraderie between all of the witches in the coven. You know what I mean? And I also really enjoyed the sapphic romance. Like that was so well done and just really cute. And just overall, the story had a really nice, like wholesome vibe, if that makes any sense. Essentially, I just really enjoyed it. And with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called All Years Maybe. This story is YA contemporary, and it follows a pair of best friends whose lives change in unexpected ways after one of them donates their kidney to the other best friend. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was so well done. If you're wondering how this book is queer, one of the characters has an Achillean romance, and if you're wondering what the word Achillean means, it's essentially like the word sapphic but for men. Basically, it's an umbrella term that encompasses men loving men. So yeah, there you have it. Anyway, this story is so well done. I really enjoyed both of their perspectives. I think they both added something to the story, and they both made for such distinct, well-developed characters. The romance in the story is so cute and so wholesome and just so wonderful. The chemistry built between the two boys is just so wonderful and lovely and just so well done. This book is so good. I thought it was just so well done, so fluffy, so wonderful, so underrated and for what. And with that, I really enjoyed it. So I think that you would too. So with that, I highly recommend it. The next book on this list is underrated in the BookToolNet, but it's not necessarily underrated on my channel because I feel like I talk about it a lot. And it is Under Shifting Stars. This story is middle grade contemporary. Actually, one could argue that it's technically YA contemporary because the two main characters are 14 years old. But anyway, the point is, it follows a pair of siblings, one of which is gender fluid and the other one is neurodivergent, as they grapple with their relationship with each other and themselves after their brother's death. I think that the story is so well done. It's so wonderful. Both perspectives are so distinct and well developed, and the characterizations within both of them are so good. I love this story so much. There's a reason why this story was on my most favorite books of 2020 because it's absolutely so good. It was so like educational and insightful and so like emotionally touching. You know what I mean? Like this book is so good, and the reason why I've talked about it before in, for example, my favorite queer middle grade books is because this story is so good. It's so touching and just so wonderful and lovely and just so well done, and I love the representation shown in both perspectives. You know what I mean? Like this story is so good. So with that, I would highly recommend it. So in conclusion, I really enjoy all of these books, so I highly recommend all of them. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the crescent moon emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.